Should you wait to play Cyberpunk 2077? Now look, the game just came out and everything dominating the discussion lately is that it runs bad on the last gen of consoles and it's a buggy mess and this and that. But I've gotten a bunch of questions because I told you guys in the last video, ask me questions, I'm going to make a video answering them, and I still will. It's probably going to go up tomorrow. But I figured I got this one so many times, I'm just going to make a whole separate video about it. And this is more specifically geared towards PS4 and Xbox One players because that's where most of the issues lie. But it's also dedicated to everyone in general because everyone is kind of having some kind of bug, it seems, whether you're on Series X, PS5, even PC. And it's also a valid question to ask because we're going to get free upgrades next year dedicated to the PS5 and Xbox Series X. So we might as well answer, should you wait to play it or play it right now? Now, it's not a conspiracy theory, okay? The game's not perfect and people are conspiring against it. No, there's a lot of bugs, glitches, pop-in. Dude, there's so much pop-in. The population density is a problem. It's really low. Makes a lot of areas feel dead on last-gen consoles. The smoothness, like the frame rate, it gets really choppy, especially when you're in a densely populated area. But just in general, the frame rate is quite choppy on last-gen. And then there's the crashes. I told you guys in the last video I had one crash in my 12 hours of playtime. In the next 8 hours, I suffered another 3 crashes. So the crash number is definitely going up. But here's the thing, the game is also really fun. Like, it's incredible. The story is the best story I've seen since Red Dead 2. The graphics, of course, they're not great, but I'm not huge on graphics anyways. The gameplay is really fun. All the weapons, the gunplay, and the combat is just awesome. Exploring Night City and the Badlands is incredible, and all the characters are super interesting and fleshed out. So that's why I personally didn't want to wait, because I knew like graphics and stuff, and as long as the bugs weren't too game breaking, which honestly they're getting annoying, they're getting kind of close, but as long as there was nothing game breaking, I knew I was going to enjoy the hell out of it, and I am. It's my game of the year, even with all these bugs and stuff. And don't forget that these things are going to get fixed, okay? Not all of them, but CD Projekt Red, and I know a lot of people pointed to The Witcher and said, oh, look, there's bugs that have been there for years, haven't been fixed. Dude, they're trying their absolute best. This isn't like a game that they're just going to abandon, forget about. This is something they want to hold on to and continue to improve for years, man. They've got a multiplayer for this thing coming out in a few years. Like, the Cyberpunk 2077 brand is just going to keep growing. They're not going to abandon it. So they will keep putting out patches and bug fixes and try to fix as much of this stuff as possible. Gradually, though. So that's why, should you wait? It really just depends on you. Are you like me? Do you not really care too much about the graphics and stuff? You just care about how fun the gameplay is? Then you can go in and play right now, and I think you'll have a great time. But if you do really care about having the best, smoothest experience possible, like you want to go into Night City and feel like it's authentic and just a top quality experience, everything from the gameplay to the visuals, then you should wait. Absolutely. Because as it is right now, dude, there's going to be bugs all the time. It's going to be taking you out of the experience and you're not really even going to enjoy it. It's going to probably dampen your experience to the level where you don't even enjoy the game. And you guys flamed me when I said that on Xbox One and PS4, I give it a 7 out of 10 for graphics. I mean, okay, it's probably closer to like a 6.5 or like a 6. I know some of you guys say, oh, it's terrible. It's absolutely awful. No, it actually looks not too bad, okay? It doesn't look that bad. The pop-in definitely causes some gripes, and there's some texture stuff that's not great, but it doesn't look terrible. But it's also not great either. Like, Red Dead Redemption 2 is objectively better looking than this game by a lot, okay? But again, does that really matter to you? For me, I know, like, even though the graphics are, I wouldn't say PS3 level, but because that's what people are saying. I would say the graphics are probably like maybe 2014, 2013 maybe, when the consoles first came out, like GTA 5-ish, which I'm fine with. And I mean, I know there's no excuse. They should have been upgrading it and stuff. It's been so many years since those games came out, but it doesn't bother me that much. And that's just what you have to evaluate. How does it make you feel? And I also want to throw this in the ring, because I'm not seeing a lot of people mention it, only a few. You get a free next-gen upgrade for this game. So if you wanted to go in and play right now because you can't wait, and yes, it's going to be rough around the edges, it's going to be fun, but it's not going to be a perfect experience, Then you can go in and play maybe a Nomad right now, and then when the next version comes out, you can go and you can play a Corpo and have a completely different storyline, and you'll get your smooth, authentic cyberpunk futuristic experience. So you can get the best of both worlds, and you won't have to pay extra for it. That next gen upgrade is gold, man. So to me, that's points towards not waiting and playing right now. But again, like I said, some people really value that smoothness. So yeah, it just depends on the person. Another thing right now, your hype level. Your personal hype level. How long have you been waiting for this game? Are you saying, okay, I've waited this game 8 years, I can wait another 2-3 months to get the best experience possible? Or are you seeing this stuff right now, all these videos on YouTube, it's dominating social media, and are you saying, oh my god, I need to play this right now, and then I can still go and play next gen version later? I mean, that's what I'm doing, man. I mean, I really wanted to play it day one because I wanted to make videos, but also because I've been waiting so long. I wanted to play, and I'm gonna get a Series X or a PS5 here in a few months when it's available. And then I'll just get the next gen version and I'll play a completely different playthrough. I mean, it's not like you're going to be playing the exact same story. It's an RPG. You can make different choices. There's different story arcs. You can play it differently with the side missions and everything. You can get a bunch of different endings. Like you're going to be basically playing a whole new story when you get the next gen version. So to me, that's big points towards that. And also, don't forget, there's DLC and multiplayer coming. Multiplayer is far ways away, but they did mention they were going to keep adding DLC to the game, single player version, which is great. So honestly, that could be towards the waiting or the not waiting, because if you wait for the DLC, then you'll be able to play the whole game plus DLC when it comes out. You'll have a smooth experience from 0 to 100 all the way through. Or you could play the base game now and then get your new playthrough in and a nice, awesome, juicy DLC in smooth fashion on next gen. But yeah, that's why I can't just say, yes, you should wait, or no, you shouldn't wait, because it really depends on the person. I don't think I would be able to wait. It would drive me crazy to just see everybody else playing it and just like, oh my god, I have to wait. Like, to me, it would not be worth it, but I know that for a lot of people, it really is. But to me, the biggest X factor, it's that free next gen upgrade. Keep that in mind. Do not forget that. It is huge. You know who I feel super bad for, though? I feel super bad for those people on eBay who paid like $3,000 to get an early copy of the game. And dude, when they played it, this thing was just, it was pre-zero patch, or there was no patches for the reviewers or anything. So they played just a completely broken mess, and they paid top dollar for it. So my heart goes out to them. But whew, if you want to see more stuff like this, and you like this type of content, make sure you give me some ideas down in the comments below. Like this video and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.